Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to be decorating the head, thorax, and abdomen of our insect in the jar. You'll see that on this example, I've used a variety of lines to create my pattern. So here I used diagonal lines kind of coming into a triangle. Here I used zigzag lines. Here it's kind of hard to tell because they're dark black lines with blue over the top. I used curved lines, and then down here on the inside I used just horizontal lines. You'll notice on the patterns for the next example I did stripes, and then I kind of did following around the center, and then here I did stripes as well. So we're going to pick a pattern, and we're going to use lines to make the pattern. So I'm going to start right here on my thorax, and I'm going to do that same pattern of drawing a line around the shape and making the shape get smaller as I move in towards the center of the overall shape. So there's my pattern there, and then I'm going to use horizontal lines here. Okay, now it's horizontal because I'm kind of making it horizontal here. It is on a diagonal in the overall picture. But I'm going to make stripes like this so that later I can color a pattern. And I'm going to follow that same one because it's the pattern over here, which is the same. Oops, more like that. Okay, so I'm just using a straight line. And then on the inside, I'm going to use a wiggly line to make my pattern. And on the head, I'm going to use, I'll just kind of follow this pattern out again, like that. And then on the eyes, I'm going to use curved lines like this and straight lines overlapping my curved lines like that. Okay, so on your insect, you're going to choose what kind of lines you're going to use. You don't have to use the same lines that I used. You're going to pick your own lines, and once you get okayed by me and I come over and look at the lines you have and I say that looks good, then you're going to use an ultra fine point Sharpie, and you're just going to Sharpie over those lines. Remember, when you use an ultra fine point Sharpie, you're holding your Sharpie straight up and down. You're tracing over only the lines that you would like to keep. And once you're done, you'll do a really nice, neat job of erasing. Remember, it's essential we have nice, neat work. We are going to be coloring over this for the next session, so make sure that your tracing is really neat so that it looks good when we do our coloring. So Mr. Lundgren, you can fast forward now to the end of the video so students can see what the Sharpie looks like when I'm finished. Good. Now that you're finished, make sure you use an eraser to erase all of your extra pencil lines you might have went over or changed ever so slightly. So get that eraser, erase any leftover lines you might have, being careful not to rip or crinkle your paper. Okay? And that concludes how to make the patterns on the body of our insect.